I got the question. What do I think about the rehydration clause? Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. In this video, I'll give you the one thing I do not like about it. I'll explain more. This is your boy JG. This is the Punch Report. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. This is your boy JG. This is the Punch Report. Let's just get right into the content. Shout out to my man, Jab Zuda. That's the name. That's not a mistake. He comments frequently on the channel. Ask a simple question. What are my thoughts on the rehydration clause? I'm going to break it down as quickly as I can. This fight taking place April 22nd, Las Vegas, Nevada. Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, non-title bout. It's already starting off on a strange foot. It's taking place at 136 pounds. That concession is made by the Tank Davis team for Ryan Garcia, who's already entertained the idea that I don't really think I'm a 35er anymore. I'm getting bigger. I'm getting older. I'm starting to fill out a bit more. Perhaps it's better for me to move to 40, test the waters there. Tank Davis is currently a 135-pound champion, operates in the space of 135, has gone up to 140 to fight Mario Barrios, but his home is at 35. So you say to Ryan Garcia, you can have a pound. You don't have to kill yourself to get that additional weight off, and we'll operate like that. Conversely, you end up having the implementation of the rehydration clause. So what that is or means is the individual cannot rehydrate over 10 pounds over the come-in weight. So if the bout is taking place at 136, Ryan Garcia can weigh no more than 146 pounds at the night of the fight. Now, one thing that's interesting about that is last week, I believe it was, Ryan Garcia put out a post on Instagram of him seemingly standing on the scale, showing his feet, and the scale reads 146, and he says feeling great. So based on that, last week, Ryan Garcia was pretty much already on weight. So at this point, he's probably just refining his tools, preparing a game plan, and staying in shape leading into the fight. The rehydration clause is something that's been in boxing for quite some time now. Fighters ascend to A-side leverage and implement this to make things more difficult on the opposition. One could argue, well, Ryan Garcia's a bigger guy. He's already being given an additional pound. What's the harm in a rehydration clause? The other side of the argument is, if Tank Davis is really the man, you should just fight him however big he is, because that's what you're supposed to do, which is not something I subscribe to. When it comes to certain fighters, it's always do more, do more, do more. And if they accomplish that, then we're not satisfied. Anyway, those are the thoughts, my initial thoughts on the rehydration clause. And the other thing about the rehydration clause is this. When Pacquiao was doing it on his way up, Cotto, De La Hoya, to name a few, or Canelo Alvarez, who was doing it, I don't know, anyone that was almost good, he was hitting with a rehydration clause. Very few people had things to say about it, but enough did to where we get to have the conversation. But you have to look at the other side of the coin as well. If you're Miguel Cotto, or if you're a Danny Jacobs, well, he skirted the whole thing anyway, but you see the opportunity in front of you to fight one of the best guys in the world, Manny Pacquiao, Canelo Alvarez, you eat the rehydration clause. And in this case, Ryan Garcia and his team have said, all right, rehydration clause, we're good with that. No issue there. So one part I don't get is the pretending that this is going to be problematic when you're already on weight. But the number one thing that I do not like about the rehydration clause in this case in particular is this. In the event Gervonta Tank Davis goes out there and just sparks Ryan Garcia, something crazy inside 3 or 4 rounds, which is not my prediction. I think it's going to take a little more time than that. But let's say that's something that happens. You already have the excuse built in. Oh, well, he's weight drained and, he wasn't at full strength, and why they have to do this, so he was restricted. And I'm not of that belief. I think when Ryan Garcia comes to fight, he'll be in shape. He'll be ready to go. He'll be 100% himself. I feel the same about Gervonta Tank Davis. But for the people who have already made a decision about Tank Davis and who he is in the sport of boxing, what he's accomplished, this excuse is already built in. Well, Ryan Garcia had the rehydration clause, so that's why he got folded like laundry, even though the better man would have won that evening in that scenario. So that's really where I'm at with that. For me, it's business in boxing. There are aspects of it that we don't enjoy or appreciate, but it is what it is, because Tank Davis is a polarizing fighter, and he is it right now in the sport, in my opinion. There's going to be more eyes and scrutiny upon the things that he does, the decisions he and his team make. I'm totally fine with that. They're fine with it. Ryan Garcia signed the contract. If it was that big of an issue, they would have backed off of it or fought to get that removed. De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, everybody knew what the reality of this was. So that's where I'm at with that. This is your boy JG. This has been the Punch Report. Please be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified. We out.